Carl Robinson's Oxford United host Doncaster Rovers at the Kassam Stadium on Tuesday evening. The hosts come into the game ninth in League One, but lost at the weekend 2-0 away to league leaders Hull City, in which Robinson was impressed with his team for large spells.
Listen, you can chuck as many excuses to anybody, and I think the fans will dig their way through the good, the bad and the ugly of that performance. I think the most transparent I can say is I thought we were good for 60 minutes. I thought we then lacked a little bit of power the longer the game went on, and as we were saying then, I've just been watching a 6v6 on the pitch that they're playing. There's 12 players out there, and I think like Zaviz and Cowley and McGuinness and people like that, you think to yourself, Emmanuel, they're just good players at this level and good players at the next level up, and they're always going to make it difficult for you. So from our point of view, there's a lot of learning to do.
Robinson went on to add how damaging injuries have been for his squad this season, but did mention how impressed he has been with the players in his squad.
And the problem with the squad depth is you can't carry 5-6 injuries when you come to the league leaders away. And this is the first time that you've gone, yeah, we missed them. And it's not a slant, it's not a criticism, it's just a fact. In some games at this level, yeah, you can get away with it. And by the way, the players have been excellent.
Doncaster come into the game having drawn 0-0 at home to Northampton Town on Saturday, and interim manager Andy Butler struggled to find any positives about his team's performance.
Being totally honest, disappointing. I didn't think we played with any sort of urgency or any sort of tempo. Northampton came here, obviously set us all out for 0-0 and get something on a break or on a set piece, so we had to switch on for them, which we were.
The game should be an end-to-end affair, with both teams needing 3 points if they are serious about being involved in the playoffs come May.
Chances for Oxford and Doncaster. Joe Parker.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a feisty affair so far, end-to-end, as I think most people predicted, with Brandon Barker pick the ball up in the middle of the park, started to drive through the Doncaster defence, but just lost control of the ball as he was about to shoot. And for Doncaster, Taylor Richard, who seems to be playing sort of within the traditional number 10 role, has had a shot which was easily saved by Oxford United goalkeeper Jack Stevens, but still 0-0 7 minutes in. Although Cameron Brannigan's on the attack for Oxford. Oh, cut out.
Cool, brilliant. Thank you very much, Joe. Off to George Power, who's watching Walsall and Crawley.
It's been a
game at the top of League One. Joe Parker, much more going on?
It's still very end-to-end here. It's Doncaster's number 17, Taylor Richard, seems to be causing all sorts of issues for the Oxford defence, but Brandon Barker for Oxford is causing just as much issue for the Doncaster defence as well. Still very end-to-end, with neither side really getting a grip on the game as of yet.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Joe. Goal in the game at the Kassam Stadium. Joe Parker.
And it's come to the home side, Luke. It's Brandon Barker again, like I said earlier, causing absolute chaos down the wing. He's been driving at his defender. He's taking him on. He managed to get into the box, into the byline, and managed to cross the ball back to Matty Taylor, who finally ends his dry spell and manages to sneak the ball past Louis James in the Doncaster goal. It's 1-0 Oxford United.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Kassam Stadium, the hosts had taken the lead. Will there be much of a response from Doncaster, Joe Parker?
It doesn't look like there has been so far, Luke. Doncaster are persisting on playing out from the back and using their centre-backs as ball players, and it's really their downfall so far, with Oxford pressing really high up and creating constant chances from the Doncaster defence not being allowed to play out from the back. Doncaster have just had a shot go narrowly wide, but still all Oxford here after 30 minutes, 1-0.
Thank you very much. Down to League or elsewhere in a promotion battling game in League One at the Kassam Stadium. Oxford were 1-0 up, but there's been a second goal. Which way has it gone, Joe Parker?
It's gone to the home side. It's Matty Taylor again. Oxford are currently 2-0 up, but Olamide Shadipo was running riot on the wing. He won a dangerous free kick, and Liam Kelly whipped it into the back post, where Josh Ruffles was there to nod it back across goal, and Matty Taylor does what Matty Taylor does and finishes from about 3 yards. 2-0 Oxford United, 40 minutes in.
Brilliant, thank you very much. I asked Mattas a couple of moments ago whether a Robert goal at the Kassam, Joe Parker.
And it's gone to the home side again. Oxford United are now 3-0 up, and like I mentioned earlier, Doncaster trying to play themselves out of defence, and it's been their downfall again here, with it being on the edge of the box. It's a bit scrappy. Brandon Barker's managed to win the ball back. He's laid in Olamide Shadipo, who's about 12 yards out on the angle, and he's slotted home into the bottom corner. 3-0 Oxford.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Almost a chance Oxford United are firmly in control against Doncaster Rovers, who seem to be slipping a bit since they lost manager Darren Moore. Would that be true, Joe Parker?
Yeah, I don't know. They just don't seem to be well, they're not in control of the game at all. They're trying to play out from the back, and it's really not helping them. With Oxford's high press, it's playing right into Oxford's hands. And to be honest, I think Oxford United will be looking to go for the kill in the second half and concede themselves getting a few more goals if it stays like this. But at the same time, they do need to be wary because it only takes a couple of chances for Doncaster to get back into this game. So hopefully Oxford will think that there'll be more goals for this, but they also need to be wary of what could come in the second half.
Perfect. 3-0 there. The other game at the top of Oxford United came within a few, a whisker, I think we can put it, of promotion to the Championship last season. After what I'm going to call a playoff hangover, they're now within 2 points of the playoff places. Joe, how are you feeling after that win?
I'm very impressed, actually. It was very professional, very workmanlike in the second half. Not at all what I was expecting. The team as a general had been struggling for goals recently, but that performance was absolutely exceptional in the first half with the high press and getting Doncaster on the back foot, which was what was needed. And then 3-0 up at half time, the game's pretty much over, and we just killed the game off. I think Doncaster probably had one or two chances in the second half, but nothing of real note, and it was just a very professional performance from the boys.
Obviously, you went on this brilliant unbeaten run through the middle of the season. Come off it a bit recently. Do you think you could go on another one to the end of the season to get into the playoffs?
Yeah, quite ironically, actually, the winning run was ended at Doncaster away in February. So I wouldn't mind if this win started another run, but a lot of big games coming up, so who knows? But yeah, you'd like to think if you stay unbeaten until the end of the season, then I don't see why Oxford won't be in the playoffs. But it's a big if.
Oh, thank you very much, Joe. Back to the live game.